Let's talk about those preseason fallers. This is the time of year where one negative report from one beat writer's opinion can drop a guy a full round or more in some of those occasions. But that's the time of year. That's what the preseason's all about. People going up, people going down. We're talking about the fallers in this one, but before we get into it...
But first, we've been giving you opportunities to get t-shirts all preseason. And you know, you got photo contests, gotta do this. This is the easiest one. All you gotta do is sign up for DraftKings. Follow the card or link in the description below. Sign up for DraftKings. Deposit at least $5 and play in a game. And the contest, and we do this until...
the first Sunday, September 11th.
Until the first Sunday. So do it now. Just get it in there. Get a week one game. It's super fun. I'm going to shoot videos. And if you watched my videos last year, you won money because I won money. So I assume you followed me. All right, Dustin.
And make sure you follow all the directions on how to sign up. You got to use our link so that we get credit for it.
Because if we get credit, then you get credit. If we don't get credit, you won't get no credit.
Our first faller is Mr. Kelvin Benjamin. I mean, it's easy to get excited about him after what he did his rookie year. You're excited about going into the sophomore year, and then he had the ACL injury. He's coming back, but there's been some reports about his conditioning and then how Funchess might actually end up being better than him. You know, in general, there's not a ton of yards to go around in Carolina anyway, just because he's not one of those quarterbacks that throws for 5,000 yards. So I think all it's done is really kind of corrected Benjamin. I mean, I don't really think he should have been going where he was going anyway, but he has moved down about almost a full round, I would say, at this point. And that's probably about where he should have been going all along.
All right, the first guy I'm talking about is also a receiver, and that's Josh Gordon, wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns, or I guess not really the Browns. Long story short, when Josh Gordon was reinstated, everybody was super excited. Yay! And if you're doing drafts early, that was funny. And if you're doing drafts early, people are like, yeah, he's back. It's kind of weird. And take him in the 4th, 5th round, maybe use a 5th rounder on him. And you know, after a couple weeks, that excitement's gone away. It's like, oh yeah, well, he is suspended the first 4 games. Corey Coleman's there. It's still his RG3. There was a riser prior. So he's now going a lot later than that, 6th, 7th, 8th round, which I'm fine with, but that's where he should be going. So don't be drafting him early middle rounds. That's a little nuts in our opinion. A lot of upside, but
there's a lot of upside.
He's out 4 games to start.
So the first 2 guys, it was kind of a correction. They were too high, and now they're going where they should. But Adrian Peterson's the next one I talk about. This guy is just getting hated on for really no good reason. I mean, we kind of debated on whether to put him on this list because it's not really anything that he's done or hasn't done because he hasn't played. He doesn't play in the preseason. But one of my latest drafts, AJ Green went over him. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott, okay, I can kind of get the upside. Gronk's going over him. But
before the injury.
Peterson, I think, is slipping out of the first round in some drafts, out of the first 10 picks. And I get that he's not the fun pick. He's not the exciting pick. But he's a freak of nature who could very easily be the #1 running back. I mean, and he's safe. He's safe. I know it's not fun to be safe always, but sometimes you got to do it. I mean, Adrian Peterson is getting disrespected.
I got 2 more keeper leagues coming up. I'm taking AP over Elliott, at least one of them. All right, the next guy I'm talking about is Matt Jones, running back for the Washington Redskins. He is done for the preseason. He has a 2nd-degree shoulder sprain, wasn't good, and he really wasn't running great prior to that, so it makes it a little bit scary. And Rob Kelly, a rookie, is getting all the first-team reps. My gut feeling is he's going to start week 1, not Jones, that's Kelly. So Jones has been slipping down draft boards as he should be, but if it gets kind of crazy and slips really far, he could turn to a value. But as of now, he's certainly a faller, and that's why he's on this list, because of this video.
Another guy that's going to fall a little bit, my guess is about half a round, is Mr. Dez Bryant. I mean, I've seen him very much in the late 1st round. I mean, he's been going kind of, I would say, between the 8th and 12th pick. In most leagues, I think he falls down to maybe the 15th to 17th. I mean, the uncertainty of Dak throwing in the ball versus Romo, it really does just, do you want to use that high of a pick on him? I mean, Dak has looked really good in the preseason, but it's preseason. You can't fully trust it. And we're going to do a whole video on this whole situation, so check that video out as well if you want a little bit more in depth. But you got to move Dez down just a little bit. You got to lose that little bit. There's no taking Dez over Adrian Peterson anymore.
No. All right, next on my list is Justin Forsett, and this strictly just comes. So again, the reason he's falling coming in the year, everyone kind of thought he was the clear starter, going to get most of the work, and while he wasn't the most exciting running back, it was going to be a volume play. Well, fast forward a few weeks, not the case. It could be a Forsett, Allen, Dixon, West, four-headed monster. It's just an ugly situation. So he's fallen down draft boards, and I think rightfully so. But I got a question for you, CEO. Out of these 4, based on their ADP, so Forsett is going the highest out of them, who would you take? Who's the guy that you think would be on your team most likely?
I mean, I would still go Forsett in the standard, but Buck Allen's my guy. And
you can get him super late.
I mean,
and that's the thing about this.
Pick.
Who knows who's going to be the most valuable one, right? So that's why he's a follower.
It's hard. Buck Allen, I think, still has a good chance of being relevant in PPR leagues. Sammie Coates is my next one. He was the preseason darling for a lot of people.
Including us.
I mean,
hey, we can make mistakes.
And going back to the beginning, though, he's going where he should have been going all along. Like, he got overhyped. He was getting overdrafted. He's still a dart throw.
Right.
Because that hasn't changed. He had a couple bad preseason games, and then he fell, and Eli Rogers are saying is in front of him, but that's still an ongoing competition. There's still a very good chance that Sammie Coates wins that job, has value on that high-powered offense. Don't have much confidence in Wheaton. I think, between Coates and Rodgers, I think one of those guys will have significant value this year. So take a gamble on him late. But again, Coates just got overhyped. That was the prime example of being overhyped.
Last guy I'm talking about is Ajayi, running back for the Finns. And the reason he's gone down with the Arian Foster signing that happened, obviously not in the offseason, not a month ago, I guess at this point, it's just really hurt his value. Foster has clearly looked better in the preseason. Even though Ajayi is playing more, I feel it's because they're resting old man Foster a little bit, and he's a little bit fragile. Don't know if you know that. But my boy's going to be all right. Foster will be the man out there. And regardless, even if it is a timeshare, the problem with Ajayi is the passing down. So especially in PPR leagues, Foster's going to get the work. And in the red zone and goal lines, it will 100% be Foster, not Ajayi. So he is taking a big hit like he should. I now see him as a handcuff to Foster, but even if Foster goes down, I'm worried about how talented this kid really is.
So if you want to just buy your own FS t-shirt, get on to thirdnow.com and you can get a cool one like this, or they got, I think, 6 or 7 designs on there now, so check that out. A few more days for our photo contest. Get on there, click on the link in the description. If you want to read about that, you can win a shirt or a championship belt if you win the photo contest, and the turnout has been awesome.
It's been good. I'll admit it.
Community. Get into our forums if you got any questions. Get on our site.
Link, card, description, DraftKings, $5, play a game.
Subscribe.
DraftKings is really fun.
And we're on Instagram too.
We're just everywhere. Oh my. Look at Smack Talk blowing up.
We want you to follow us there.
Not gonna look. You so didn't flip that.
He caught it!